Hey y'all, it's Abroad on a Budget. Welcome back and thanks for checking in with me. I am pretty happy today because I was able to not only get a pretty good Red Cross thrift store clothing haul, but I was also able to save by repairing one of my favorite tank tops. The first thing is I repaired this tank top that I had been meaning to repair for honestly months and months and months, and the hole was just getting worse, and every time I wore this tank top I would think I really need to sew this hole, and then I wouldn't. So I repaired it today. I think it looks pretty good. You can barely see where I sewed it, and it was there. I just did it by hand. It's repaired now. It looks like new. I went ahead and did some preemptive repairs because the hem was coming undone, so I unstitched it a bit, sewed it up a bit, and then knotted it. So this is now good to go for hopefully a lot longer because I wear it probably 2 or 3 times a week. The other thing I did is to update my summer work wardrobe. I really try and keep things pretty simple whenever I am buying things for work, and I just don't like to own a lot of clothes. I did record a video about closet organization. I'm still editing that. To be quite honest, I feel a little bit stupid talking about my clothing organization and filming my clothes, but it seems like people really like to see the way others organize their space, and especially organize it on a budget without having to spend lots of money on fancy containers or bins or boxes. In the meantime, I just wanted to show you some of the things that I got from the Red Cross. And because I am lazy and I'm always filming on my webcam, I went ahead and busted out my much nicer camera, so these 2 black bars on this side of the video will now disappear whenever I cut to the Red Cross haul now. And as luck would have it, this weekend, the local Red Cross that's right down the street from me had a 50% off sale. So I was able to get 2 shirts, a black dress, and these black boots for about $18. All of these pieces look like they have either never been worn or worn once or twice, and everything I picked up matches things that I already have. This black dress I was particularly happy about because I've been wanting to pick up just a simple shift dress that's light for summer that I can layer over my work pants or over some leggings. The boots are kind of a little bit different for me. I usually don't wear heels, but these were very comfortable, and I needed something that was a bit dressier than what I currently have for work, so I picked these up. And then this tank is just a simple silky kind of basic tank that I can wear on my off days, and I can also wear to work. Another thing I should probably mention is that I do try to follow the 1 in, 1 out rule. Often for me, it's 1 in, maybe 2 or 3 out. And I definitely followed that over the last 2 weeks when I was doing my decluttering project. Whenever I stayed home on my Easter break, I took 2 fairly good-sized bags to the Red Cross. This is something I try to do about 4 times a year, and I highly recommend it. If you haven't checked by your local thrift store, Red Cross, Goodwill, whatever it might be called, wherever you might live, this is a great time to do it. I don't know about where you're watching, but where I am, the seasons are finally changing. It is finally kind of almost spring, and just like any other store, thrift stores need to move things out. They often get way more donations than they can process, that they can have on hand, and they have to clear out their out-of-season things too. This is a great time, in fact, to buy things like winter sports gear. If you need snow pants, if you need a jacket, if you like to go skiing, they're always clearing that out around this time, at least where I live. Again, your mileage may vary if you live in a country that is not freezing cold for 8 months out of the year. So if it's been a while since you've swung by your local thrift store, if you have bad memories perhaps of your childhood and going in there and it smells just kind of funky, I think that there's been a nice renaissance in thrift stores, especially with these anti-consumerist movements and with people trying to reduce the waste going to landfills. As someone who grew up often shopping in thrift stores as a kid, I really appreciate that there has been a movement towards making that whole experience much more enjoyable for everyone who shops there, regardless of the reasons they may be shopping there. So check out your local thrift store. Most of the time the profits go to a good cause, especially here in mine, the Red Cross, the profits go to help people in need. I always try to donate there, and I always try to shop there for everything from clothes to my household items. Thanks for checking in. Hopefully this was an inspiration to maybe get rid of stuff and give to your local thrift store, or go by your local thrift store and see if they have any treasures that you might need for much cheaper than you might find them usually. Bye.